nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
May comes set. Inside. And that's ball one. And a base hit up the middle. And a board on the leadoff single.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there was just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Just missed. On the ground to third, might be two. To second, that's one. Onto O'Hearn, two. Here's Freddie Freeman now.
As a former player, watching 5-4-3 double plays brings back some adrenaline. It's such an exciting play, and it's always a great reminder of baseball being such a team sport.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 outs. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. On the ground, right side. On to O'Hearn. That ends the inning. Back at Comerica Park, Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. Eric Getty back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
He starts him with the fastball, and that's a pitch that's right in his wheelhouse. You need to be careful against him with that one.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. The pitch. That one the other way, and foul ball. And that just misses. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it on the first. Got him. One away on the strikeout. Jonathan Aranda, the next up for the Marlins. And first offering is fouled off.
That's out the corner.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Next pitch is outside. 1 out, base is empty. That one missed.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He'll circle the bases. It's 1-0. Base is empty, 1 away. Zach Geloff, the next up for the Marlins. Swings through the fastball up in the zone. Strike 2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in here at the top of the second. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. And now for the Marlins, Blake Sabol. And first offering is fouled off. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And that keeps the inning going. So up next, Seth Brown. That's off the inside corner, and it's a ball and a strike. Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. He circles the bases. It's their second home run of the inning, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-0. And now Pete Crow Armstrong going 1. Ripped on a line. Dives and makes the catch. Back here in Detroit, Singy, these Tiger fans feeling good about the new season. They certainly built up some confidence last year.
Yeah, kind of a surprise, snapping a 7-year streak of losing seasons. That'll do it for a fan base.
So will it taste the postseason baseball for the first time in over a decade.
Yeah, things are looking up for this Tigers franchise. Plus, they didn't just reach the postseason. They won a series, which is an important step in a team's development.
On the ground, and that's just foul. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and the count is 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Next offering is outside. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. Miguel Rojas at the plate. Check swing, called strike. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Oh, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
And he went around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And now here is Seiya Suzuki. Hard hit, right side. Sends it to first. And a quick out, number 1. Here's Kyle Tucker. Reached on an infield single his first time.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
Eso era bola. Wow.
That one ripped. Pilar makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Here's Trey Turner.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
On the ground to the left, and that chance handled. Over to first. Turner is out. That's the 3rd out. As we go to the last of the 3rd. Now it's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. And that drops in for a strike.
No ball, 1 strike.
And there's a foul ball. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Foul ball, still 0-2. Fights it off. You'll see another. This one popped up. Turner should have it. And out number 1 on the grab. Here's Kevin Pilar. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. Swings and misses. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Digging in, Trey Sweeney.
Nope,
and that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. And another ball.
2-0.
Ay, madre mía. Venga, sácala, compadre.
That one finds the zone. 3 balls and a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. And they'll do it again. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Hit hard on the ground to the right side. And foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Gets a piece and stays alive.
El
Knocks that one
huesazo,
away, and
cuántos
we'll do
fouls
it
son
again.
que le van a regalar.
Outside, and that is ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the center fielder, Victor Scott. Lays down a bunt to the right side. And that is the inning. Start of the 4th, and now the first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn. And first offering is fouled off. Late on that fastball.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Now a screamer into the outfield. And that's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. So digging in, Jonathan Aranda. He's already homered here in this one. In the dirt. O'Hearn gets his lead at first with nobody out. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Hung up in a rundown now.
0-2.
Tries to get back and save. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out. So up next, Zach Geloff. Bunting for a hit. Tosses to first, and the bunt attempt doesn't work out. Here's the catcher, Blake Sable. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. So digging in, Seth Brown. He's already homered in this game. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Rob Refsnyder. 1 out, the base is loaded. Big spot for him. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. In there safely.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Strike 2. Wow, Chris, you look at it. These are the spots where guys can come on, pitch well. Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. And they got him. And an excellent job keeping it right there. And up next for Miami, Seiya Suzuki. Double steal. Ground ball left side. And that's just foul. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. No throw. He's in there safely. Fights that one away. The count remains 0-2. 2 on, 2 outs. And now 1-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Nabs it, and that is that. And we're back. Bottom 4, Will Smith to the plate. Just missed. Smith in his 6th season, 29 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2016. And it's fouled away. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. In time to get him, 1 away in the strikeout. Here is Freddie Freeman.
He made it look easy, but I can tell you that was not a favorable matchup.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Crow Armstrong should have it. And there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. And next to hit for Detroit, Jordan Westburg. Swing and a miss. That's strike one. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-2.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. And he beats the throw. He's safe. Here's Mike Tauchman.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Ball. No strike.
No, vamos a ponerle try.
Westberg off of first with 2 away. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. That is the inning. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now it's the DH, Kyle Tucker. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Wastes no time there. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
And that one in the air center field. Scott makes the grab, 1 away. And here's the first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn. So now a pinch hitter, Wilson Contreras. He gets a chance with a runner in scoring position and 1 gone. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
1 strike.
Diablo, ¿qué no sirve, coño?
Swings through that.
Well, you can't expect to get a great pitch to hit with an open base and a runner on second. He's going to have to really tighten up his sights here, make sure that he can barrel up the ball.
This one in the dirt. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. 1 out and a runner at second, and we're at the top of the 5th. And Wilson down on strikes. Here's the third baseman, Jonathan Aranda. Hard on the ground to first. Here's the tag, and he's out. And that is that. Back here in Detroit, here's the shortstop at the plate, Miguel Rojas. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, these Tigers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
And the 0-2. That one missing inside. Line drive, base hit.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. You can't do much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike zone. Got him to chase on the 2-strike count, but he wasn't fooled. He hit that ball really well.
Swing and a miss. That one at 99. And it's 1-1. That's a little bit low. Little trouble with this one behind the plate. Now throw to first, but back easily. Battling here as he fouls it away. Ground ball, could be 2. Turner to second, throw to first, safe.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Now the left fielder, Kevin Pillar, right through there for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Here's the 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. May delivers. Stays alive.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this.
Runner takes off. Rip towards third. Zips it across. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. And the batter now, Trey Sweeney. Walked his first time. On the ground right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back at Comerica Park at the plate, Zach Geloff. Sefferjon back to work. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
You know, these Marlins, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Just look at how the ball's coming off their bats, and tell me it's fun playing defense at this level. They've got 7 hits at 90+ miles per hour exit velocity, so you got to look alive out there.
Cut on and miss, struck him out, and there's one away. Out to short. Handles, throws to first, and a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Rob Refsnyder, the next up for the Marlins. First pitch swinging.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
And that one finds its way through. And that turns the lineup over.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
And there's the third out. That'll... Well, we go bottom 6. And here's the Tiger leadoff man, Victor Scott. First pitch misses.
1-0.
To the right side, Contreras. And he handles it himself for the out. And up to the plate is Will Smith. So the Marlins go with a new arm, Tanner Banks. He's into the game with the bases empty. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A massive home run. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 5-1. Freeman, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Very humble guy, and you know, on the field, off the field, and he goes about his at-bats in that way, Boogie's. You know, just trying to stay with the plan, and that plan is hit the ball to left center field, drive the ball that way, and let it travel.
Yep. Fires over to first. They get him, but it was pretty close. 2 down, bases empty. Jordan Westburg up now for the Tigers. And the first pitch misses in the dirt. In the air, right field. Suzuki on the move. And makes the grab. And the inning is over. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 7th. Now it's the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki.
Hablo, pero wow, señor.
Sefferjon goes 6 feet 5 inches, 210 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Tachman drops into the glove, and there's one down. Kyle Tucker, the next up for the Marlins. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Swing and a ground ball. Rojas with the throw to first. And Tucker is retired. And now Trey Turner. That one ripped right center field, way back there. And it's gone. So he goes the opposite way with that one. It's 6-1.
That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow through to drive it out of here.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs. He swings and fouls one off. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. That K is his 3rd of the game. And we're back. And now the right fielder, Mike Tauchman. Foul ball. And now the 0-1. Swing and a miss. And he got him to chase.
No ball. 2 strike.
Swing and a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And up next for Detroit, Miguel Rojas. 1 for 2.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Tauchman gets his lead at first. Nobody out. On the ground to third. Here's Geloff for 1. Now to first, and it's a double play.
If you blink, you might miss it, and that's the magic of the 5-4-3 double play. It happens so fast, which is a huge reason why this is such a delicate sequence. The entire play will break down if one person has bad timing.
2 down, nobody on. Fought off foul. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Turner with the throw to first. That ends the frame. Back here in Detroit, new inning getting started. And at the plate for Miami, Jonathan Aranda. Marlins making a move for a pinch hitter, Gio Urshela. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-1. They say you win.
0-2.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Westberg. Urshela is out. And now for the Marlins, Zach Geloff. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout. 2 outs. Base is empty. Blake Sable will hit next.
You're best when you let the game come to you. Tried to make too much happen right there. Not his best at bat.
Pitch is in the dirt. Ball 1.
One and one.
That one missed. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one off the mark, and a full count now.
Ooh, I thought he'd bite right there.
Diablo, lo bajé.
Struck him out.
Yo, ¿por qué que tengo esta
Ready for the
maña,
bottom of the 8th.
señor?
Here's the left fielder, Kevin Pillar. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase. Center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. Corrals it. 1 down. So now here's the DH, Trey Sweeney. And that is in for a strike. 0-1. That's out to center field. Brings it in, and there's 2 down.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Now he turns and heads for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. Now they get the runner and a rundown. Thought about third, but back to second safely.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. They got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
Believe me, it's only one man. Believe me, it's only one man. Believe me. Trying to play the back, I always play the front. And not depend on me. You got a lot of people struggling trying to blend on me.
The batter now will be Will Smith. There's a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Hit in the air, left field. Ref Snyder. He's got it, and that will end the inning. Back at Comerica Park, all set to start the 9th in this one. Now the left fielder, Rob Ref Snyder.
Exacto, ya la semana que viene son 30 juegos o más. Así que prácticamente todos los participantes que completen en esta, para la semana que viene solamente tienen que jugar 5 juegos para completar. Ahora, lo que termine ya con 45, eso gana un refuerzo extra.
Detmers back to work. Just missed. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Now that's smacked to right center. And it gets by him. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll pull into second safely.
Well, just a total nightmare for lefties. I'd be very surprised to see that matchup again. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
The tag, and he's out. Now the number 2 hitter, Seiya Suzuki. Ripped on the ground to second. Jimenez throw to first. Now 2 away. So now the DH spot, Kyle Tucker. Strike 1. Smoked on the ground to second. Throw on to Freeman, and that is that. This game's a bit of a blowout, Siggy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it. Boo, growing up, who was your favorite big league mascot?
The Philly Fanatic. Still the best mascot.
Is there a reason?
Well, I love the Phillies, and I love Mike Schmidt. Michael Jack Schmidt, 548 home runs. He was my favorite.
Well, some people say you and the Philly Fanatic kind of have some things in common.
We have a similar body type. It's true. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Jordan Westburg. Cut on and missed 96 of that fastball. You also had the pleasure of going over and hitting and taking batting practice at a big leaguer's house. Who was that?
Yeah, Willie McGee, one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion.
Not in the Hall in your neighborhood.
Yeah, his folks live right down the street from me, and that's where his batting cage was. I used to look out of my backyard down the hill and just dream of one day maybe being able to go over and hit with him. And that dream became a reality when I was drafted by the San Francisco Giants.
Tachman now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Marlins take this one in a blowout. May with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
And a 7-1 finish in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
Said I gotta do better, I gotta do better, I gotta pick up the pieces and master the puzzle upon us. Look the man in the mirror in the eye and be honest. Slow down time, get back in line with my chakras. Reach for the galaxy, leave stardust for thus after me. Enter the void, fill in the cavity. Risk the reward if that's how it has to be. I gotta do better, I gotta do better, I gotta do everything in my power to try to do what gotta do. Ride the tide, don't fight with the current that guided you. Melt the ice round the furnace burning inside of you. I gotta do better, I gotta do better, I gotta do better. There's nothing they can do that I can't do better. Better yet, there's nothing I can do that I can't do better. Yeah, I'm better. I said I'm better. Gotta do better, I 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 gotta do better.